Hey guys, Andrew here, and today I'm bringing you my updated Premier League predictions. Now, before you go off, right, let me tell you this. By these updated, I mean I'm not gonna at the end of the season go and start, pointing myself off these instead of the other ones. No, I just want to, halfway through the season, show you guys what I think the league table's gonna finish like now, because there's a lot of things that have actually changed originally and starting. But one of the things they haven't changed, 20th, I'm still saying Norwich, and I'm not backing down from this. I'm convinced Norwich are going to get relegated, and I'm convinced they're going to finish bottom of the league. I just don't see how they're going to stay up. I don't see the talent in the team. And the fans are beginning to lose their patience, and I think it's only going to be one thing for Norwich, and that's going to be 20th and relegation. Sorry. 19th, I've gone with Burnley. And did I say this at the beginning of the season? I might have said 80. It was around that, but I did say Burnley would go down, and I'm staying with that prediction. Yes, Sean Dyche is a good manager, but apart from Cornet, I don't see much talent in Burnley, and maybe they will finish one position higher. Or I think between 17th, 18th, and 19th, it might be quite tight. But I do think Burnley will just be a couple of points off 17th. But yeah, 18th and 17th are impossible for me to split. I think this will go down to the last day of the season and maybe on goal difference. 18th, though, I've gone with Watford. I think Watford's big mistake, they sacked that manager way too early. Watford sacked too many managers. I think he would have kept Watford up. I do. I fully believe that. Ranieri, things haven't been going great with. He's won 2 games since he's come in. And I think he will get sacked soon. And then when the new manager comes in, he might make them play a little bit better, but I think it might be too little too late. 17th, shock here. But they're down there right now, and that's Leeds. I think Leeds might go down. If Leeds got relegated, I would not be shocked. Know why? Yes, they're struggling now. Not just that. They're going to lose Rafinha in January to Liverpool or Bayern. He's going to go. I think he's going to go to Bayern. But they're going to lose him. And when they do lose him, I don't know how Leeds are going to cope with that. I can't see them improving much. And I think it'll be just a matter of the 3 teams below them are just so bad. I think they'll stay up because of that. Bielsa will probably go in the summer then. There'll be a huge rebuild for Leeds. But yeah. 16th, another bit of a shock maybe, I don't know, gone with Brentford. And I know they're doing really well now, but I can't help but feel they're going to slide off just a little bit in the second half of the season and finish about 16th. I think they'll stay up quite comfortably. I think they'll stay up, but I still think they might be down there. And yeah, I just got a feeling Brentford will fall off a bit. 15th, Newcastle. This is a big jump in my opinion. This is a quite big jump. But I do think Newcastle will sign some decent players in January and will stay up in 15th. And they won't be that... I think they'll stay up quite well as well. Like I said, with Brentford, I think Newcastle, though, will be on a rise in the second half of the season. And 15th, they take right now. They take. It's a decent finish. 14th, I've gone with Southampton. I think Southampton are a little higher than this right now. Again, I think they'll fall off just a little bit. But they're going to be fine. They are going to... I thought Southampton would struggle this season, but no, they're doing fine. And I think they'll continue to do fine and finish 14th. That's my opinion. 13th. Okay, just before this one though. 13th, 12th, 11 and 10 are impossible to pick from. Whoever I have in 13th here could finish 10th, and whoever I have in 10th could finish 13th. But 13th, I'm going with Wolves. I know Wolves are doing really well now. They're like 8th or something. But I still think Wolves will fall off a bit. I don't like Wolves' style of football at all. I'm going to be honest, I don't like it. But I still think Wolves are a decent team. Their style is working They could finish in the top half very easily, but I just think they're going to fall off a bit. People will find them out a bit more and they'll probably finish around 13th. 12th, I'm going with Crystal Palace. This is a very good Palace team. And 12th is a good position for Palace to finish in. Zaha, Ed Brown, Gallagher, great team. And I think because of that, Palace will finish about 12th. Really decent year. 11th, Brighton. Now, Brighton were doing beyond good at the start of the season. Europe was a conversation. They've fallen off a bit since then, but they're a really good team. They've got a really good manager. And 11th would be fully deserved to finish around there. Would be a really good showing of how good Brighton are. 10th, I've gone with Everton. And yeah, Everton, this is quite a big jump. Everton are not going to finish about 15th. They're just not. They're too good to finish in 15th. Rafa might go or something, but something will change. And Everton will finish about 10th, I think. But could finish 13th. It's going to be very mixture. And yeah. Everton have got a few really decent players. Calvert-Lewin's coming back. That'll be huge. And yep. Who have I got in 9th? I've gone for Aston Villa. Again, some people would have thought I would have gone higher, considering I said 5th. 5th was way too ambitious at the beginning of the season. I don't know what I was thinking. But 9th is definitely doable. But I think Villa could finish in 7th in the Europa League spot. Or not the Europa League conference spot. I think they could finish there. Sign a couple of defenders. I think they will finish there. But I'm going to hold it off a bit and just say 9th. I think that's more accurate. And yeah. 8th, I'm going to go with... Who will I go? I'll go with Leicester. I think Leicester will. I don't think Leicester have been as good as they have been in previous years. But they'll come back and finish about 8th, I think. Maddison's a really good player. Vardy's really good, you know. It's a good Leicester team. Could finish 7th, but I think this year they've just not been quite there. I know they beat Liverpool the other day, but I still think they'll finish 8th. 7th, I've gone with West Ham. West Ham are going to fall off a bit. They already are. They're not going to be fit in the top 4 fight. They'll finish about 7th, and that'll be about it. Might finish 8th, but I do think West Ham will fall off in the second half of the season. But they might take 7th. I still think 7th is a really, really good season. And yeah. 6th, 5th and 4th, really tough one for the top 4. Any one of these could finish. I just think Spurs are that bit behind Man United and Arsenal. And I've said it. I think United or Arsenal are going to be in the top 4 battle. It's obvious though, come on. Spurs, 6th. Just not quite as good as the other two above them. I'm sorry, I just don't think you are. You could finish in the top 4, but I just don't think you will. I don't think you've got the back line or the midfield to do it. And if Kane goes in January, which he might go to City in January, you're in trouble then, Spurs. But I think 6th. So who have I got in 5th? Arsenal or Man United? Gonna shock people here. 5th, Man United. I know I've always said Liverpool, Chelsea, City, United are always the big 4. They're going to be in the top 4. I've been saying it for the last few years. That's my top 4. But I don't think Man United will get top 4 this year. I did at the start of the season, but now I just don't think they will. Ralph Rangnick is a good manager, I will admit. Is he though? He's not like world class. He's a decent Bundesliga manager, but he's not world class. And that will hurt Man United. I just think they're too inconsistent and they will claw back a bit of form, but not enough for top 4. There'll be about maybe a point short, I think. 4th, Arsenal. Yeah, I've gone for Arsenal back in the top 4. Huge jump with my earlier prediction. But I just think Arsenal are really good right now. Saka, brilliant. You know, Smith-Rowe, brilliant. Really good young talented Arsenal team coming through. And if Arsenal can keep those young stars together for the next few years, this could be a really good team we'll be looking at. And yeah, I think they'll get top 4 this year. No European football as well. It's going to help them. Top 3 now, the big 3 guns. Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea. Third and second is impossible to split for me. I'm going to just say third, Chelsea. And the reason why I'm putting Chelsea below Liverpool and Man City, Chelsea are already falling off of it. They're not as consistent. And I know what, I'm going to spoil it. I think Liverpool will finish second, but Chelsea, I just don't think Chelsea will finish above Liverpool because I think Liverpool are a little more consistent. But Chelsea third, because they're already falling off. Lukaku's been a bit of a flop, and yeah. So second, as I just said, Liverpool. We are not consistent enough. I think this Liverpool team are the unluckiest team in Premier League history that have got to come up against that Man City team. It's impossible to beat, like. They're the best team maybe ever in the Premier League. And I hate to say it, but that's the truth. I think they might be the best ever Premier League team. I know they've had to... I know Man City fans don't like to hear this, but it's true. You did kind of buy your way to the league. But they're winning it with style. And I've got to, give credit to that. So yeah, first on Man City. Man City, 4 out of 5 Premier Leagues. It's going to happen. It's already beginning to turn a bit of a runaway. I said it at the beginning of the season. I'm pretty sure, though, nearly every Premier League prediction I've ever done, I've said Man City will win the league. And I know it's boring, but it's what I believe, and it's what I think. And you know what? I'm going to spoil it for you already. Man City will win the league next year too. With it being a World Cup year, in the middle of December, the team with the biggest squad will win the league. Man City have got it. So anyway, been me. See you next time.